I bought the cheapest gaming PC on Amazon that only costs $190 that actually has some really good FPS.
All right, so here we have the extremely cheap gaming PC from Amazon. It's definitely the cheapest PC you could find on Amazon. I think I picked it up for only $190, so definitely really cheap. And at that price point, this thing also has some like crazy bad reviews. And I'm pretty sure this thing is only like a 2-star on Amazon. But honestly, for such a cheap and horrible PC, the box is honestly pretty big. So the size of this PC might actually be really big. Okay, never mind. They just literally put another box inside of this huge box already. And I find that those super cheap PCs that you find on Amazon usually come in 2 boxes. I'm not sure why, but it comes in the Amazon box, which is huge, and then it comes with the manufacturer box. Now, this PC is a refurbished PC, which is honestly a huge reason why this thing is super cheap. But for such a cheap PC, it doesn't even run integrated graphics, which is definitely pretty good since it does have an NVIDIA GPU inside. Is this PC really just this big? I feel like it might just come with a bunch of peripherals. There's no way the PC is this big. I really don't think it's this big. From the listing, it was definitely a pretty small PC. So, okay, yeah, I already see there are peripherals in here. So if you guys take a look inside, you already see a mouse pad. Oh, and I completely forgot this thing does come with a monitor. We have the mouse pad. We have the PC right there, as you guys can see. Wait a minute, this thing comes with a headset as well. I bought this PC literally like a few months back, so I completely forgot what it came with. But we have a headset. It's kind of like damaged, but that's actually really cool. It came with a headset, and I think this is the PC, which is like super small compared to how big this box is. So this right here is the PC, and it's really small. Inside, we also have a keyboard, it looks like. The keyboard literally has no branding. It's just from a white box. That's actually really funny. What else do we have? We have a HDMI cable. There's actually a lot of stuff in here for only $190. Okay, looks like we also have a mouse that's completely unbranded as well with white packaging. And this right here should be the monitor. The monitor is honestly bigger than the PC, as you guys can kind of see. That's actually really cool. I didn't expect it to come with an entire setup. So here is everything that this PC came with. I completely forgot that it came with an entire setup. First, we have the headset, which looks pretty reasonable. And then we have the keyboard, which is just in a complete white box, which is really weird. Same thing for the mouse. It's in a complete white box. And then we have the monitor, which is just in a cardboard box with no labels at all. So all the peripherals might just be super generic stuff. And then we have the mouse pad, which is just like a completely small RGB type of thing. Pretty cool that it came with it, but I'm probably just not going to use any of these. I already know these things will perform really bad. I'll take a look at these later. Let's take a look at the PC. I mean, this right here is the cheapest PC. It is a refurbished gaming PC, so definitely a main reason why it's super cheap. And this thing has a ton of horrible reviews, but definitely for $190, I would expect it. So this PC is just a Dell Optiplex with an NVIDIA GPU on here. So for the GPU, we have a GT 1030. So we have like an €8 GPU in here, which is, I don't even know how well it can run Fortnite. That thing is just way too old. And then paired with that, we have DDR3 memory, as well as an Intel Core i7 3770. I've tested Dell Optiplex PCs before with the NVIDIA GPUs inside, and it could definitely game, but it's definitely not the best, but it's really playable still. For anyone on a super tight budget, this is honestly perfect. It kind of resembles a gaming PC just because it also has RGB. And honestly, I feel like I could optimize this thing to run at least a pretty stable like 80 FPS. I'm honestly not too worried about this thing being complete garbage. So here is what the entire Dell Optiplex gaming PC looks like. Right off the bat, just from like the looks and the feel, it's definitely better than other Dell Optiplex PCs I bought on Amazon in the past. It's honestly not too bad. It's definitely bad, but it could be a lot worse. All right, let's go ahead and open up this PC case and kind of just take a look at what's inside. I mean, the specs this thing has isn't completely garbage. It's just like really low-end gaming specs. All right, how do you even open this thing up? Hold up. It's like glued shut. What the heck? I think you actually just slide. Okay, yeah, you just slide this thing out. Okay, there we go. And here is what the inside of this PC looks like. We have a fan right here. We have the RGB hub. It's by ST Aubron, which is really weird. This company is literally on every pre-built gaming PC I bought. Over here, we have the 16 gigs of DDR3 memory. We have more fans over here. And then right here is the GT 1030 GPU. Definitely a really small graphics card. It came out back in like 2017, 2016, something like that. So yeah, the specs inside of this PC are definitely really old and outdated. I honestly could try to fit a GPU that I currently have lying around onto this Optiplex to kind of upgrade it. But first, I'm just gonna test out how this thing could run with all the parts that it actually came with. And honestly, I don't know if I could even fit a GPU in here. It's way too tight in here, but we'll have to see about that later. For $190, I don't think it's too bad, only because it kind of came with an entire setup. So if you guys are on a really tight budget, this might be the move. The monitor, the keyboard, the headset are all just gonna be really, really bad for sure. There's no hopes of that thing actually being good, but for a beginner setup, it's honestly not too bad. And this PC also does have RGB, so let's go ahead and plug this thing in to check that out. And you guys already know, with RGB, it definitely makes the PC a lot better. So if the PC surprises me, I guess the $190 price point wasn't too bad. It's probably just gonna be in the front right here. As you guys can see, there's like some RGB panels. And now that I take a look at this thing, it's actually like really, really dirty. It is a refurbished PC, but let's go ahead and turn this thing on. Okay. I kind of expected something like this. I think the PC is literally just running up the front. Yeah, there's nowhere else with RGB lights. It's just this front panel with this RGB going up. It's not too bad. It's definitely not too bad, but that's literally all this PC has for you. It does come with an RGB remote, so I guess we could test that out. Right now it's on the rainbow, but let's go ahead and set it onto like green. Okay. Looks like pretty good. What else we got? We got purple, we got orange, we got red, and then rainbow is just probably on auto. Yeah, auto is just rainbow. It's not too bad. There's definitely a lot of colors. There's a lot of lighting. It's somewhat bright, so it shouldn't be too bad, but let's go ahead and take a look at the peripherals. And here are all the peripherals that the PC came with. Let's actually start off with the monitor. And this thing is definitely a 60 hertz monitor. There's no way this thing is even a 75 hertz monitor. We got a free monitor that comes in a blank cardboard box. This thing has to be garbage, like literally has to be garbage. So this is what the monitor looks like. It really just looks like your basic monitor. So here is what the monitor is looking like. And just taking a look at this thing, there's such thick bezels. This monitor is definitely really, really old. I can definitely tell this thing is old, man. Even it being refurbished, it kind of feels like super dirty and stuff. I honestly don't even feel like setting this thing up. I already know this thing is like a 60 hertz, maybe like 720p type of monitor. I'm trying to see if it's on like the manuals and stuff. It's probably just 60 hertz, but here is the monitor. For a free monitor, it's definitely not that bad, but I would definitely not rely on this thing if you guys are doing some heavy gaming. It's also pretty heavy, so not really like a lightweight monitor, but next up, let's take a look at this basic white keyboard and mouse set. All right, guys, get your predictions in. Is this thing a membrane keyboard? Let's see. Okay, yeah, it is. Oh my God, bro. This thing looks like the cheapest keyboard that you guys could probably find. It's like super thin, and you guys could already tell this thing is super cheap. It's fully made out of plastic, and like you guys could really bend this thing easily. I would not suggest you guys play on this thing. Even though it's free, I would definitely not suggest you guys play on here. But actually, if you guys are on a tight budget, might as well just play on here. You already bought yourself a $190 gaming PC, but I'm pretty sure there are better alternatives. But let's take a look at the mouse. Please, please be better than the keyboard. Oh my God, bro. I've seen this mouse way too many times. And once again, it's another peripheral from STG Aubron. The mouse looks more like gaming compared to the keyboard, but they're both definitely really, really bad. I'm not gonna lie, this thing falls on the ground, I think it's actually gonna break. Not even like throwing it onto the floor type falling. Like if this thing just touches the ground, I think it's gonna break. It's really, really cheap, as well as the keyboard. And they both have like a really hard plastic smell. I really don't like that. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Like that super hard plastic burning type smell. All those peripherals actually come with that smell, which is really, really bad for you. All right, I think this thing is like the most promising thing in there for all this peripherals, just because there is like design and stuff on the box. But here we have the headset. Yeah, I think this is definitely gonna be like the best thing. Okay, this thing has like somewhat decent cushioning. It's definitely like really, really flimsy and cheap, but the cushioning isn't too bad. I'm not gonna put this thing on my head just because it is refurbished, but you guys can see how easily this thing could snap. And it also has a bunch of wires, which is really, really inconvenient. But most pre-built gaming PCs don't come with a headset nowadays, so you guys could consider this thing a win. But no lie, I'm pretty sure you guys are better off just using your monitor speakers. You guys won't even be able to hear footsteps using this headset. And then lastly, we have the mouse pad. This mouse pad does have RGB, so if you guys are a huge fan of RGB mouse pad, here it is. I feel like this thing definitely moves really, really easily. All right, let's see if I'm actually correct. There's no way. This mouse pad has no grip. Holy, this thing is bad. The material they use on this mouse pad isn't the best, but it's also not the worst. But if you guys are like really intensely playing, I mean, this mouse pad is just gonna move a bunch. All right, so I finally got Fortnite actually loaded up onto this PC, and downloading Fortnite literally took 5 hours. Literally 5 hours just to download Fortnite, which is a huge problem with this PC. I'm not sure why the installation took that long. And another problem when loading up Fortnite, it literally takes about 10 minutes just for Fortnite to load up. It'll be stuck on like that anti-cheat whatever pop-up where you first pressed on Fortnite. But finally we got Fortnite loaded up. I was literally praying that it would load up. And let's set it all to low settings, and we're gonna be testing out the max FPS this thing could get now. All right, so now let's take a look at the max FPS this PC could get. This thing's actually pretty good. It's getting around a pretty solid 180 to 200 max FPS. That's actually crazy. Wait, that's actually crazy. And it's pretty consistent with it too. For those people wondering if it's the same PC, well, if you guys take a look at the system, we have the Intel Core i7 4770, 16 gigs of DDR3 RAM. And then if we go into the graphics settings for Fortnite, I could honestly set it to high performance on the GT 1030, click save, and we should be good. This thing actually shocked me because the max FPS was definitely pretty high, even though as we're building, it's not that consistent anymore. Like as I'm building, we're getting around like 120, 110 FPS. It's definitely still very playable in creative at least. I already know in game it's gonna be a whole different story. But another thing is that this PC definitely feels like there's a lot of delay. I don't know what's going on, but I could definitely still play the game really well. It definitely just feels like PS5 or like console or something like that. It definitely feels like there's some type of delay on this PC. Nonetheless, as I'm building, we're still getting around like 110, 120 FPS. It did drop to 90 at one point, which was the lowest so far. But I already know in game, it's gonna be like a completely different story. All right, now that we're in game, let's see the max FPS this thing could get. We're getting around like 110, 120. Sometimes it does drop to like 70, as you guys can see, but definitely pretty inconsistent. As we're moving, the lowest it's dropping to is getting to around like 80, 90 or so FPS. But nonetheless, this thing definitely surprised me because this thing is pushing like 100 FPS in game, and I definitely thought I could even run like a stable 60 FPS. For $190, that's actually not that bad. It's really not that bad. Okay, we're starting to get some frame drops here and there. It's dropping down to like 30 sometimes. I'm not sure why. 40, oh my, whoa. Now we're getting, okay, now is the frame drops. Now, oh, okay. I changed my mind, bruh. Oh my, okay. There's definitely frame drops. So when we start fighting, it goes down to like 30, 40 for like a very split second. That's the thing. Now, another thing is the PC fans, I definitely hear it. Even though it's like right next to me, I could definitely hear it. It's not as loud as like a PlayStation or anything like that, but I guess Fortnite is just pushing this PC's performance to its max because the fans are definitely on like full speed. My aim sucks too. Dead. Oh, I boxed this guy. Cracked. Dead. Oh, whoa. What the fuck is going on? Yo, these frame drops, man. Oh my God. Oh my. That's not good. Crack. Yo. And yeah, you guys could definitely hear the fans from this PC. It's pretty loud. This thing is definitely getting pushed to its limit right now. All right, let's try this PC out again. I'm pretty sure this thing isn't complete garbage, but literally anything you do drops the FPS, which is really weird. 20. Dead. Okay, right there, we didn't get any frame drops. That's what we need, bro. That's literally all we need. Like right now, it's running 130 FPS, which is really good for a PC that costs $190. Oh, he's one. There we go. How did I see that guy? I'm so confused. How did I actually see that guy? But regardless, the performance on this PC definitely surprised me. Oh my God, we're entering retail and this thing's still getting like 140 now. Wow, I'm not gonna lie. It's really good when it doesn't get frame drops. All right, never mind. We're getting to like 90 FPS, but still a very good PC. Very solid. Example, guys. Not a good example. I'll take a free kill though. Any type of building and the frames are definitely dropping. All right, there's a fight going on close to Tilted. The frames are definitely dropping now, 100%. Watch. Oh, yep, we're getting frame drops. Back. Full box. Let's go. Oh, okay, I'll take that. PC isn't dropping too many frames now. Wait, it's actually doing pretty good now. Cracked, not cracked. Oh, we're getting frame drops. We're getting frame drops. I still killed him. Let's go. Oh, wait, this PC actually isn't getting frame drops now. We're getting a consistent like 120, a little bit more. Tilted, we're getting like 100 FPS, nothing too crazy. Oh, whoa. How long does that stay? Crack. One shot. Oh, let's go. Yo, wait, what's all this? We're running like a pretty consistent 120 FPS now. Oh my God. I might have actually just sold, no. I might have actually just sold like crazy. This PC is actually pretty good. It could definitely run the game above 100 FPS. That's actually like more than enough for a $190 PC. There's no way this guy's alive. There we go. Let's go. Yo, this guy, what is this loot? What is this loot? Still very playable. Just hopefully I don't get frame drops. That should be good after that. Oh my God, bro. Yo, you're freaking dying first. I don't give a shit. You're dying first. Yeah, you don't like that, do you? Edit. Oh, you don't like that, do you? Oh, you don't like that. I told you you're gonna die, bro. That man was really shooting me the entire game, and there's another one. 90? My wall didn't place. I quit, GG's. All right, either way, this PC is actually pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty good. Let's go, bro, GG's.